Hello, everyone. Diana Rankin here with your questions and answers. And thank you for being with us. That is our Miss P in the back, little Miss Piper. And she's sound asleep, isn't she? It's been a busy morning around here. Beautiful morning outside. You might be able to hear the birds sing as we go along. I want to welcome all of you. Well, hello, Sheila. She says, hello, Diana, Piper, and Lily. Yes, Lily's asleep in the other room in her bedroom. And Sheila says, hope you are all doing well. Very interesting topic today. Yes, very interesting topic today. Um, uh, Hello, our friend from down under, Anikola World. She says, happy Friday with beautiful flowing leaves through the wind and sunshine. And Sheila says, you look stunning, Diana. Well, thank you. You know, I'm wearing some of my very loose summer clothes here because tomorrow I'll be putting a jacket back on. It's cold again. And I always say the cameras are kind to me. When I look in the mirror, I see all the wrinkles of being my age. So thank you. Anyway, our question today came from a viewer, or half the question came from the viewer. And then Philip felt the need to add the second part. So the question was about euthanasia. And Philip felt he couldn't address, and I agree, that in order to address euthanasia, we also have to address suicide. They're not the same, but many people feel they are. So that's why we had to address both. And again, it's so good to see all of you. And for those of you who are unable to join us live, we thank you for coming and listening to our videos. We thank you for the thumbs up. And thank you for telling your friends, because I am trying to grow the station so more and more people hear the messages. If you have questions, you can post them in the right below us in the comments, and I'll pick them up. I do read all the comments and try to at least leave a message back, if only a heart or a checkup. So I try to do that. Oh, Sheila, thank you. Sheila just gave us a donation with thank you. I'm deeply, deeply grateful for that. I a while back I re-listened or listened to one of our chats here or our videos, and saw those ads, and they are very disruptive. And I said, this doesn't work. And I took them off. And so Sheila, thank you so much. I deeply appreciate your donation. I don't care if it's a quarter, and it's much more than that, but you can leave any amount you want, or you can go on my website, which is listed below, and it's just my name, and leave a donation there if you want. Your donations are deeply appreciated. I want to also say one Friday every month, and it's tonight, is our Sacred Circle via Zoom, not boom, Zoom. And Sacred Circle, again, you can go on my website and learn more about it. But Sacred Circle, there is a minimal fee, but you get a private message from Spirit. We also always have a story, or tonight we're going to do some different exercises to increase our brain function for more creative thought and broader thought. And also we do a guided meditation, but everybody who once gets a message from Spirit, you can ask a question. You don't have to have a question. You can talk to a loved one in Spirit World. I leave that up to you. But one Friday a month, we do get together on Zoom. And you can learn about all that, again, on my website, which is posted below. And it's just my name, www.dianarankin.com. So today we're also going to get a message from Phillip, who's one of my spirit guides. Enough advertising, right? And as you know, this particular book is just an oracle book. And we're going to get that message. And also, people have asked about my newsletter. It's free. It comes out every Friday morning. Early Friday morning. So you can just sign up for it, and you'll be able to get my newsletter. Again, go to the website, and then I'll walk you through it. Okay, here we go. Philip's question. What does Philip think about euthanasia? And then we added suicide, because Philip says, We begin by distinguishing between euthanasia and suicide. They are not the same. We understand these words will upset some who believe they are the same, but if one truly looks to truth, they will understand why we say euthanasia and suicide are not the same. Let us explain. One is born of anger, despair, self-hatred. The other is born of self-love and self-understanding. Need we tell you which is which? We think not, for it is clear. I want to stop for a moment and I want to say if anybody in the US is suicidal, 988, just dial 988. There is a counselor at the other end that will help you. But also, please listen to this message and hopefully it will change your mind. Euthanasia in most of the states in the US, there used to be a couple that allowed euthanasia. I don't know if that's still true or not, but that's not allowed in the US in most states, certainly not where I live. It's considered suicide. And Phillip is telling us they're different. But even if you're in a place that allows euthanasia, there is counseling that you must go through as well. So please reach out for help. Phillip goes on to say, both are the human's choice, but suicide is born of fear with the mind corrupted with anguish that can be healed, although within the moment it does not feel so to the human. With suicide, the human is lost in darkness and cannot see beyond. As they transition into spirit world, they stay in the darkness. This is not to say there is not light around them, for there is much light, but they bring the despair locked in their minds with them. They will stay within the torture of their mind until they are ready to see the light. Whether in spirit world or human form, once the spark of light is seen, the soul has the ability to then allow more light into their energy, thus eventually transforming from the darkness of fear to the light of love. When a loved one takes their life, grief and condemnation does not help them. Loving prayers of forgiveness will. As with suicide, euthanasia is also a choice, but one of love, not fear. Before we move on to euthanasia, I just want to again emphasize, Phillip is saying suicide, it doesn't heal the problem. You just take it with you into spirit world. You know, in the US, we say mind, body, spirit. Ancient peoples would say spirit, mind, body. We are spirit having that human experience. It doesn't go away just because we take away the body. So it's easier to transform in human life. So think about that before you take the plunge. Please don't take the plunge, please. You're too important. With euthanasia, it is a choice of one who has lived through their life and they are now ready to release a body that is unable to serve them. There is no anguish or fear. There is an understanding of spirit world. Many whose bodies fail them will linger in a drugged or comatose state. They have left the body, but the body has not yet been released. With euthanasia, the body is released. The soul, as spirit energy, then returns to spirit world, prepared to greet loved ones and other loving spirit forms. The human determines their life and death. There is no sin in taking one's body away. However, it must be understood that the gift of human life is a sacred covenant that is to be cherished. Premature death does not acknowledge this covenant. To choose suicide breaks the covenant and leaves the person in anguish without a body where they can grow from the anguish at a faster pace with a body than without one. Euthanasia, on the other hand, acknowledges the covenant and asks permission from their soul to release the body. Peace comes to the mind, and the body's energy is released to the soul as it lifts into spirit world. There is a vast difference between suicide, as we have explained. It must also be said that euthanasia cannot be entered lightly. It must only be entered when the human's work on earth is as far along as one is able to take it for this life experience. Excuse me. It's allergy season, and as I've aged, I've gotten allergies. And too much talking brings them back. But also, last weekend, I wasn't feeling great, and my throat was a little raw, and it hasn't fully healed, and I forget about that. So back to what Phillip has to say. We leave you with these words. You are spirit having a human experience. Use your time on earth wisely, and when it is time for you to return to spirit world, do so gently and with love in your heart. We tell you to live with love in your heart, so if death comes quickly, you will be prepared. It will also make your life more joyful while you are in your human body. Love makes our life joyful. Oh, yes, it does, my friends. You know, can I live in love? I wish, I wish. We all have anger. We all have, well, not all, because there are masters who don't, but I'm not a master. I'm very, very human, and I get angry. I get upset. I get sad. I get lonely. I get all of the human emotions that you all have. And what it is about, it's not about not experiencing those human emotions. It's about experiencing and then bringing ourselves, being aware that we're angry and bringing ourselves back to love. One of the easiest ways of doing that is recognizing you're angry, recognizing your thoughts. And one way of doing that is, where do you feel anger in the body? If you feel anger, most of us feel it right here in the gut. If you feel anger in the body, when that gut kind of starts acting up, pay attention and then transform it. Let's get our message, shall we? Okay, as you know, we just flip through and open to any page. I'm hearing right, and I just saw it, and it'll make you laugh. I'm hearing right. If you heard right, our intuition's just in sync, and that's our message for everyone for the week. If you heard left, you need to listen to that, because that's a message for you. So on the right, it says, if you be not a master, who then is? That's page 125. If you be not a master, who then is? All right, my friends, we are masters. And masters in training, I would think I would say. If you heard left, freedom comes not from revolution, but from revelation. Freedom comes not from revolution, but from revelation. So, all of you, my sisters and brothers and masters in training, or masters if we are, which I can't accept yet. I can't walk into that because I know my flaws. So I let you be the masters, and I'll just be the lowly teacher here. Anyway, I love you all, my friends. Thank you for the love that you send to us. There she is, hiding, little Miss Piper. To Lily, who's sleeping in the other room. We thank you for the love. We thank you for the donations. Thank you so much. And we thank you for receiving the love we are sending out to you. Until we meet again, enjoy your life. Enjoy. Bye for now.